Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's January the 12th, and welcome back to the shop. Sorry I haven't been around for a while. Getting the house painted is a pain in the butt. Moving things, getting things painted, so I've been distracted. But where have we got to? Well, actually, let's take a look at where we were. If you remember this shot, this is done about 18 months ago when I was just trying to get some alignment done and trying to figure out where the pieces fit. Remember, we did all of that work before it was painted, and now let's take a look at it today. So as you can see, a huge difference in the car from that perspective. Now, what else have we done? Well, basically, as you know, we have an alarm system on this car. So with the remote, I can unlock the car. So now the doors you heard click. The fog lights are on because they will stay on for 30 seconds with the activation or deactivation of the alarm. The doors are unlocked. Now I do need to open the door. And the reason I need to open it is because if I don't open the door within a certain amount of time, the alarm system rearms itself. And that's, again, a security thing. But basically, now the car knows I'm here. The alarm system will not rearm, and they will go out in the next few seconds. There they go. So basically, that allowed me to approach the car, get inside, and it'll keep the fogs on. It'll keep the interior lights on until I get the key in the ignition and start the car. Now, if I start the car, the fog lights come back on. And the reason is I've got them so that they're on for daytime running lights. So this car will always have front fog lights on while I'm driving, unless, of course, I turn on the headlights. When I turn on the headlights, it will shut off the fog lights. But of course, I have a switch which I could always turn the fog lights back on or off independently of the headlight switch. So we have the headlights are connected, both high and low beam work. They're not aimed, but you can see they're on the car. So all the exterior lights are all buttoned up, right? So all of the lights and trim is installed. So interior now. So the dash has been painted. Obviously all the accessories have been painted, like the ashtray, glove box, as you can see, is installed. Steering columns have been painted and installed. Wiring has all been done, so I was able to test the signals and lights, which was actually quite timely because a subscriber had just pinged me about 2 hours ago today asking, did the flasher unit I bought click? You know, and I'd forgotten. I mean, it's been a year since I actually tested that circuit, and no, it does not. It is dead silent. Now, the reason I have to buy an aftermarket flasher unit is because I have sequential taillights, and they take time to sequence. And a normal flasher doesn't stay engaged long enough for the signals to flash properly. So you buy an aftermarket flasher unit that has an adjustable delay. Now, in my case, it worked perfectly. So they work wonderfully, but it doesn't make any noise. Now, a lot of people like that clicking sound because it reminds you that the signals are on. Now, I have two things going for me. Number one is I have the indicators on the hood. So if I leave my signals on and I'm driving the car, I'm quite sure I will notice these two indicators flashing to let me know that I've got the signals going. Secondly, I'm an old guy, and I think old guys are supposed to leave their signals on, you know, for an eventual turn that I'm going to make in 20 miles. So, like I said, so I can get away with it. So what's next? Well, all of the air conditioning vents are put in. All of the plumbing for that is all done. The center air conditioning vent is temporarily installed. And the reason it's temporarily installed is because the dash pad has to go on first, and then that panel goes on top of the dash pad. Now, in my case, what I've done is I put it in place because you have to make some modifications to your dash. I wish I would have known that before I painted it, but live and learn. But that centerpiece, you actually need to make the hole a little bit bigger for the centerpiece to go in. But I not only wanted to fit the centerpiece in to make sure it now works, but at the same time, I drilled a small hole in the center between the two vents, and that's where the LED for my alarm system is mounted. So that way there, when the alarm system is activated, that flashes red, and it's between the two vents. It's a piece of plastic. I don't care about it. I didn't have to drill anything in my car to put the LED. I'm not going to put it on top of my, dash pad or anything like that. So easy to put in, all done. So what's next? Well, I really can't do a lot more because what I need to do is I have to get the dash pad in place before I can put all the rest of the console and everything on. And I'm not going to do that because I need to put the windshield in. And you know you have to seal the windshield, not only between the glass and the gasket, but the gasket and the car. So you know that stuff's going to get everywhere. So although I'm going to mask off the paint, I don't have to worry about my dash pad. So what I'm going to do is wait until the windshield is in, and then I'll put the dash pad in, and then we can finish buttoning up the dashboard. And then once the dash is all done, we can put the carpeting in, and then we can start working on the center console and getting all of that stuff put together, get the seats back in permanently, and get that done. Once all of that has been done, then we can turn our attention to the roof. Now the roof is going to give me a couple of unique challenges in that the rear window I've replaced. So I have a brand new folding glass rear window, which is different than the plastic rear window. So that's going to be a bit of a challenge because that's new. There's no reference holes. So I don't know where it's going to mount, but again, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So hope you like this short update. Sorry I haven't been here for about 10 days, but like I said, I've been busy with painting and etc. So if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. And as Arnold Schwarzenegger said, I'll be back. I'll see you then.